So this is definitely not the intro that I was anticipating doing for this video, but I was getting ready to upload it, and then I saw I completely skipped a weekend, so I had to push some videos back. I forgot that I had planned to do my Easter video on a Sunday instead of a Saturday, so I thought that that week was already filled up for some reason, like a weirdo looking at it before posting this. Yeah, no, I just I saved it for a Sunday because I thought it was going to take me a lot longer to edit, and it didn't because we ended up having a very abnormal Easter. Here's the video. I look like ass. I'm sick. I have a puke bowl with me outside. I could just puke anywhere, but that feels gross. Boys really wanted to play, so we're playing. But yeah, we had a very interesting Easter. So, just to start it all off and stuff, during the night before Easter, our dog Peanut passed away. Super sweet dog, love her to death. We knew it was coming. Yeah, we knew it had been coming for quite some time. We got her. She was not a puppy when we got her. What happened was we had these neighbors when I was in the 3rd grade. They lived right across the street from us, and they originally owned her. At that point in time, her name was Cinnamon, and I loved her. Like, I thought she was the sweetest little thing ever. And we used to see the son of that family walk her, and he would do things like hit her in the head with a metal baseball bat and just like pick her up by the leash, just like as hard as he could, just yank her if she was trying to like pee somewhere or do anything that, you know, dogs do on walks. So there was one day where my mom was sitting outside. I don't know what I was doing because it was the 3rd grade. It was freaking forever ago. But my mom was sitting outside and she saw him walking down the street, and he was just kicking her the whole way back to his house. So she went over, knocked on the door, and told his mom, if I see him hurting her again on any of these fucking walks, like, I will call animal control or whoever I fucking need to. And, like, you won't be, like, I will get this dog removed from your care because that's not fucking okay. And so she was like, yeah, okay. And then this lady used to also pick me up from school and stuff like that, and I'd go over specifically to hang out with the dog and shit, because, like, her son was awful. He was evil. I hated him. But my mom worked really late some days, and she needed help, and this neighbor was like, well, I can help watch her and shit. Like, that's fine. So we kind of knew them a little bit. I had gone and played at their house a couple of times and shit. But one day, mom was with her in the living room. I was probably in the backyard picking grapes off their grapevine on their back fence. And freaking, this lady was so mad because Peanut, at the time Cinnamon, had pooped in her shoes. And she was just screaming at the top of her lungs, like fucking mad about it. And so my mom looked at her and was just like, give her to me. I'll take the dog. That's my dog. I'll take that dog. And she was like, okay, cool. Here, take her. And we had her ever since. And I mean, I'm 24 now. Like, in the 3rd grade, I was 8. She's lived a long while. Especially when we know she wasn't a puppy when we got her. Like, she wasn't old or anything, but she definitely wasn't like a puppy. But yeah, we had her ever since. And I mean, good gravy. She did not, like, she was struggling at the end of her life. Like, she was not doing well. She stopped eating. She stopped drinking water for a couple days before she passed. And we couldn't take her to a vet until the 1st, so we were trying to make it as comfortable as possible for her, trying to help her as much as we could. I mean, we carried her outside on her bed so that way she could just come hang out with us whenever the boys were playing outside. We like gave her good food, not like regular dog food. Like, we were trying to spoil her the whole time and just like trying to get her to eat anything. So like giving her actual really big chunks of like steak and stuff. But yeah. And unfortunately, she did not make it to the 1st. She died the night before Easter. So our Easter plans changed a little bit. We woke up, I put her in a box and kind of put her off to the side, and we got ready to go to church. I had to help watch babies during the first service, and then during the second service I stayed and actually listened to the service at church and had a great time. That is one brave squirrel, because that branch almost couldn't hold his weight. Sorry, distractions off in the corner of my eye. But yeah, so went to church. That was great. Babies was super fun. There was a good chunk of time where I had both kids that were in there just chilling on my lap, and we were sitting in the rocking chair, and they were telling me very important things. Like we had a 3-year-old in there just because she prefers being in the baby room. It's like she's very shy. She doesn't like interacting with a lot of the other toddlers. So if the baby room is like really like there's not a lot of babies in there, they'll let her go and just sit in there and hang out in there with us. So we had her, and she was telling me all about her plans after Easter, like after service for Easter, and just, you know, her favorite kind of ice cream and all that other stuff. And then the baby in my lap was, you know, he was adding something. Not really quite sure what. I made up a lot of what he was saying, but he contributed a lot to the conversation. And then service was great. Like, service was absolutely beautiful. And then we came home, and while we were at church and stuff, my mom had ran to multiple stores because we had already planned for her to grab Easter stuff while we were at church, just so that way the boys thought that they would like magically appear, you know, from the Easter bunny. So she was running around doing all of that, getting it all set up. She got them such cute baskets. Like, they had adorable little Easter bunnies, and Elias was so happy because the bunny had like a little green bow right here, and he was like, "Look, Mom, the Easter bunny got me this one because he knows that my favorite color is green." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, of course he does. It's the Easter bunny. He knows everything about you." They got candy, you know, obviously. They got the chocolate bunnies. They both got $10 because that is something that my mom has always done, is put money in Easter eggs. And we would have done real eggs too, but we decided because of the loss of Peanut that this Easter was going to be a little different, because we had to dedicate some time to digging a hole in our front yard and burying her. So we buried her. We said our goodbyes. The boys handled it very well the day of. To be fair, I had told them a few days prior that she wasn't doing well and was going to pass, and we had that difficult conversation before it happened just to kind of talk them through it. Levi busted out in tears, and Elias now keeps asking me if I'm really old, because I explained, no, she's just really old, so that's just what happens when your dog gets old. So now he's very concerned about how old I am. Like, but I'm 24. It might seem really old to you. It's not that old. But yeah, it was an interesting Easter, to say the least. And I thought for sure that there was going to be like an Easter egg hunt and including all of those fun things, and like, I was so excited to film for it and stuff. And then death happened. But you know, life happens. We can't control all aspects. I am sad that, you know, she died that way, but we had to wait for our checks to come in. Everything else went to bills from our last checks, so we didn't have money to spare this time around, which unfortunate. But yeah, we've had a few emergent things, so everybody's savings was not even enough for all of it. It's also so expensive to get your dog put down. Like, we had enough for what the price used to be, and that was not the price anymore. Like, we called everybody, and the price had, like, quadrupled, so that was stressful. It was stressful. We were trying to figure something out, but she's not in pain anymore. She's not in pain anymore. I wish she would have made it another day just so that way she could have had, like, all that peace and comfort, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, he's so stinking cute. Oh, I love these boys so much. They really are just the biggest blessings in my life. They are perfection. I adore them. With all that said, here's all of the video that I did take on Easter. It's not a lot at all.
This is Audrey. Thank you for volunteering. I was like, oh no! This last minute hectic presentation. I love you so much. I did. Okay. Sorry that all.
Stop making any noise. Let's see what it is.
This? You need help with this kind? Let me help open it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The cow one.
Okay. How do we open the cow one? I'm curious. I don't know how to do it. There it is. Look. Oh my goodness. Wow. Money.
Money.
I can't get it. Auntie Sarah, can you
Here, I can help.
You want Auntie Sarah to open yours? Oh, you're eating the chocolate. You found the chocolate egg.
There we go.
Here's your cow. Let's see what's inside.
What's inside, Elias?
Money.
Yeah.
So now I can be a grown-up.
Open that one too?
Okay. And I can buy stuff.
Yeah. You got a whole $1 there.
Yeah, but
That's big monies?
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
a
that's a
whole
$5 bill.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. And that was in the brown cow?
It was in the monkey.
A monkey. Wow. Wonder what those are.
You need help?
shit.
More candy inside those, I think. Are you eating your chocolate egg?
Elias.
Did you take a bite?
What is a frog?
Oh, my goodness. Ribbit. It's right here by
That's
your
a cute
bucket.
frog.
It's right here by your bucket.
There we
Where
go.
you put it. There you go.
You got more money too, Elias?
Hi, Mom. I can go to the grocery store.
You're gonna go to the grocery store?
Kid, but my dad, Eliason, he's my dad, and being my dad, and I have
Oh.
a sister,
Oh,
and her name is Gakon.
so Leviathan is now your father, and you have a sister named Gakon?
Yes,
Awesome.
and my name is Elias,
Yes.
and I come here to buy groceries.
Awesome.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You know you're at my car.
Yeah, you can pretend like I'm not sitting on a car, though.
Well, you can.
Okay. I can sit on the trunk of your car while you're driving? I love your world where that's safe. I didn't even fall or move. Great.
I'm at the grocery store.
Alrighty, get everything you need, dude. Can you get mommy some raspberries while you're at the grocery store?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay,
He's so cute. God, I love motherhood. Thank you so much for giving me such wonderful boys.
But you can't eat
Oh, okay. Am I in your family?
Yeah, you can have some raspberries. Only if you go at the house.
Okay, I'll follow you to the house once you get back there. I mean, I'm sitting in your car. Yesterday, we were watching Peppa Pig, and they had the whole wedding thing, like storyline, with Mr. Bull and Miss Cow. And they were watching that. So they were like talking about marriage and weddings and all of that, right? And
Here's your milk.
Elias is talking about my wedding. And he's, yep, and when you marry my daddy. And I was like, we're gonna have to slow our roll. And I just looked at him and I was like, I'm not marrying your daddy, baby, but I will marry somebody one day. And he goes, okay, that's fine. My daddy's marrying my girlfriend. That's it's a complicated dynamic there, kiddo. Are you
Strawberries.
don't know how to feel about that? And then he he's explaining weddings to me, and he's like, and then you kiss the bride and you get to stay in love forever. And I was like, oh really? And I started giggling because it was so cute and so sweet. And then I opened up TikTok and tried to record it, and immediately I'm like, and I ask him, he repeats all of that part, right, except for the time length. And then I ask him, how long do you get to stay in love? And he goes, 20 minutes.